Good evening everybody and welcome back to episode 113 of Enter Crypto, where twice a day I keep you informed and fully up to date on all things crypto. If that sounds like something you'll be interested in, then subscribe to the channel. I put out a new video every 12 hours. So the story of the evening is an article I found in CNBC's tech section, and it's titled "Binance was final destination for millions in funds from Bitzlato." The exchange that was shut down for alleged money laundering. So I did a video yesterday about Bitzlato, and it was a bit of a strange one as to why somebody as large as the Department of Justice would go after some tiny little sort of, I don't know if it were Russian based, or I know the guy that they arrested in Miami was a Russian national, and he was running this Bitzlato exchange. So it was a lot of questions around it. I saw a lot of people questioning it on Twitter as well, and so now we've got that it's since come out that Bitzlato have been sending funds to Binance, and so let's see what it's got to say about this one, and we'll get into it. So, federal prosecutors unsealed an indictment against a little-known crypto exchange called Bitzlato on Wednesday, alleging that it facilitated the laundering of $700 million in tainted crypto, tied to the now-shuttered dark web market Hydra, and millions more in ransomware proceeds. Blockchain data shows that tens of millions of dollars that passed through Bitzlato ultimately ended up in Binance deposit wallets, despite the stringent anti-money laundering standards that Binance says it has implemented. Binance, the largest crypto exchange in the world, has not been connected to any criminal activity, nor have regulators accused it of knowingly accepting illicit funds, although the exchange is reportedly under its own criminal probe by the DOJ in relation to its compliance with AML laws. The movement of Bitzlato's funds raises questions about the efficacy of Binance's AML practices, especially given that Binance's own outside AML vendor, Chainalysis, issued a report in February 2022 estimating that 48% of Bitzlato's cryptocurrency receipts were illicit or risky. Bitzlato's highest crypto balance was valued at a mere $6.6 million, according to Arkham Intelligence. By comparison, Binance's highest balance was valued at over $60 billion, but total flows in and out of Bitzlato were in the hundreds of millions of dollars, suggesting that Bitzlato was a way station for users looking to keep their crypto at more established exchanges. On a larger exchange like Binance or Coinbase, for example, many customers opt to let the platform custody their crypto tokens, but smaller exchanges can often function as a sort of bridge between the entity looking to transfer their coins and the ultimate destination where the tokens will be custodied. Crypto might sit on one of these interim platforms for mere minutes. So what it looks like's happened here, if this is true, this is all allegations of course, but if these allegations are true, it looks like people have been engaging in phishing, ransomware, all kinds of illicit activities to try and scam people of their crypto. They then know that they cannot send it to Binance because Binance has AML and KYC laws, so they can identify who their users are. So they can't send them illicit funds straight to Binance because it'll be linked to their own identity as a person. So what they'll do is they'll send it to another exchange that's kind of somewhat respectable, which in this case was the Bitzlato one, which requires no KYC, no AML, so we don't need to know who you are. They're saying they don't need to know who you are, but you can still exchange your crypto. From there, Binance accepts crypto from Bitzlato, just because it's another exchange, and so kind of exchanges to exchanges kind of see everything as safe. And then the scammer is then able to cash out through Binance through his own thing, and it just looks completely legit. There's no real link to, I mean obviously they're saying now that they have found a link, but I think in the scammer's mind he probably thought that this was another step that removes him from the crime, if these allegations are correct. How the money flowed. A FinCEN report from Wednesday noted that Binance was Bitzlato's largest counterparty, but blockchain data reveals rudimentary efforts to conceal where funds came from before they arrived in Binance custody. Much like in traditional finance, where money moves from bank to bank and between holding companies, moving crypto assets through multiple wallets is an elementary way to obscure the flow of money. But tracing assets through a blockchain is a relatively straightforward process, since every transaction is recorded on a publicly accessible ledger. So we've always said on this channel that money laundering and crypto do not go together. They are, for all these accusations from politicians and the big banks and talking heads, that crypto is anonymous and that it's for the dark web, and it's for illegal activities, for porn, for trafficking, for money laundering, for it's been, you name the crime, it's been that involves money or paying for something, and crypto is usually somewhere in the headline. In reality, it's just, if you are a criminal and you're using crypto, Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin, it's completely open. The transactions are traceable and trackable by anybody. You don't need a computer science background. You don't need to be law enforcement to access this. It's not special data. It's just open for everybody to see. You can go on a Bitcoin Explorer now and just check any transaction you want from any period of time. So it's just not true. So it's good that they're actually mentioning that in this, and it's not. They've done some diligence, so at least know a little bit. CNBC reviewed transaction data of the 10 largest recipients of Bitzlato outflows, which collected over $45 million in Bitzlato-originated funds. Those wallets also received millions more in funds from other exchanges, including Huobi, FTX, Poloniex, Nexo and Whitebit, which is a Ukrainian exchange. One Bitzlato whale moved a little over $21 million worth of crypto, including Ether and Tether, a dollar-pegged stablecoin, from Bitzlato to an intermediary wallet. From there, over the course of 4 years, that intermediary wallet deposited around $15 million worth of crypto onto Binance's platform, according to data from Arkham Intelligence. Overall, the 5 largest Bitzlato connected wallets sent more than $30 million directly to Binance. Millions more in smaller transactions ultimately ended up in Binance's wallets. The on-chain data cannot account for any additional funds that move to Binance from Bitzlato through mixers, services that allow users to obfuscate the origin and endpoint of their crypto, nor does it offer any information on the kind of enforcement action that Binance might take to defend against nefarious deposits, including seizing those funds once they land in Binance's wallets. But Binance CEO CZ has often touted his exchange's aggressive efforts to clamp down on illicit funds flowing on the platform. Earlier this week, Binance announced it had seized millions of dollars worth of crypto connected to a North Korean hacking group called Harmony. So CZ wrote, "We detected Harmony one hacker fund. Harmony is another network actually. For anyone who doesn't know, they do NFTs and stuff like that. It's not hugely popular, but a couple of years ago when it first came out, there was a lot of hype about it, and there's still quite a lot of money involved, and so there's been a hacker found on there. We detected Harmony one hacker fund movement. They previously tried to launder through Binance, and we froze his accounts. This time he used Huobi. We assisted Huobi team to freeze his accounts. Together, 124 Bitcoin have been recovered." And then put CeFi helping to keep DeFi safe. CNBC reached out to Binance to ask that the platform shared its approach to preventing tainted funds from landing on the platform. We also asked whether Binance was aware that Bitzlato was allegedly used to launder money, and if so, why funds from Bitzlato were custodied on its platform. We did not immediately hear back to our request for comment. Still, Reuters reported in December that federal prosecutors were mulling bringing charges in a long-running criminal investigation regarding Binance and CZ's compliance with AML laws. The pace of enforcement action suggests that US regulators already have an eye on tracking the flow of illicit crypto wherever it occurs. Operating offshore or moving your servers out of the continental US will not shield you. Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco noted on Wednesday, "Whether you break our laws from China or Europe or abuse our financial system from a tropical island, you can expect to answer for your crimes inside a United States courtroom." To me, this seems it's an interesting article, but for me, I just think that Bitzlato is such a small fish, and I think that it's just my opinion that Binance is really under the microscope here, and I think the DOJ are looking to pin something on them. I think that for a long time they've already been investigated, they're already being probed by the DOJ, and if the DOJ feel like they're wasting their time, or there's not enough there for them, or maybe they think that there is enough but they just can't prove it, they will start looking at other things. And this looks great on paper. If you go into a courtroom and you say, there's an exchange sending money to, if you want to, if you're trying to attack Binance in a courtroom, and you can say that Bitzlato was proven to be a criminal enterprise, or proven to be moving funds that have been attained through criminal activity, and then it was sent to Binance. And why didn't Binance flag these? Why didn't Binance stop this money if it's clearly from a criminal? It gives more, you've got more ammunition, it gives CZ more to answer for, and it just looks, it just makes Binance's life a lot harder. And I think it's just another thing. I think there's more going on than just this. This is too small. This exchange is tiny compared to basically any other exchange. So I think it's just a symbol, well, not a symbol, but I think it's just for what's to come. It's just a tool. I think the DOJ are using this as a tool to set them up for something bigger later on, but we'll see. That's what I've got for you this evening, guys. Remember, everybody, to please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and listening. Join my team and I'll keep you updated on all things crypto every 12 hours. Smash that like button if you feel you got value from this video, and I'll see you all in 12 hours time.